President Biden is expected to announce new sanctions against Russia this week as the battle for Ukraine's cities continues.
WGN's Shannon Halligan has been following today's development. She joins us now with the latest. Shannon.
Well, today, Russian President Vladimir Putin's chief spokesperson was asked during an interview with CNN whether or not Russia would consider using nuclear weapons. Dmitry Peskov refused to rule out the use of nuclear weapons against what Moscow saw as existential threat. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky asked for more pressure from the West, saying so Russia stops looking for more military reserves and starts looking for peace. Families in Lviv, Ukraine could be seen saying goodbye as women and children boarded trains to Poland and men of fighting age stayed behind. The International Organization for Migration now estimates nearly 6.5 million people have been displaced by the war in Ukraine. President Joe Biden plans to announce new sanctions against Russia on Thursday while he's in Brussels. He's planning to meet with NATO and European allies. The president is then expected to travel to Poland, which has received more than 2 million Ukrainian refugees who have fled since the February 24th invasion.
So first, Poland has taken the brunt of the humanitarian impact outside of Ukraine in terms of the refugee flows. Poland is where the United States has surged a significant number of forces to be able to help defend and shore up the eastern flank.
During the same briefing, when asked about China's involvement in providing military equipment to Russia, White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said it's something they're closely monitoring.
I can't make predictions going forward. What I can tell you is we have not seen since those meetings or since the president's conversation with Xi the provision of military equipment by China to Russia.
Satellite images show continued Russian military destruction around several cities, including Mariupol, Kyiv, and Chernihiv. The Maxar Technologies images show widespread damage to residential buildings, industrial areas, and infrastructure across Ukraine. Here in the U.S., the FBI issued a notice that hackers associated with Russian internet addresses have been scanning the networks of 5 U.S. energy companies. FBI Director Christopher Wray spoke at the Detroit Economic Club today, echoing warnings about the possibility of a Russian cyber attack here in the U.S.
For several months now, we've been working at kind of a heightened tempo. We have a 24/7 cyber command post. We've been pushing out intelligence, hundreds of reports to various affected or potentially affected businesses.
Also new tonight, the Biden administration is reportedly preparing to lay out a plan to expedite the resettlement of some Ukrainian refugees in the U.S. According to Reuters, that could come as early as this week. The White House, however, has declined to comment on the specifics of any of those plans.
Right, Shannon, thanks. On day 2 of her